Welcome back to my channel Renee's English Quest. In our first video, we established Kamala Das as a groundbreaking confessional poet and explored the core themes of identity, language freedom, and patriarchal resistance that define an introduction. Over the next few slides, we will break down this revolutionary poem stanza by stanza, line by line, examining her journey from political detachment to her final defiant assertion of self. Let's dive into the words that changed Indian English poetry, starting with lines 1 through 6. I don't know politics, but I know the names of those in power and can repeat them like days of week or names of months, beginning with Nehru. I am Indian, very brown, born in Malabar. I speak three languages, write in two, and dream in one. The poem begins with the poet acknowledging a political ignorance, yet she knows the names of leaders like Nehru, repeating them like the days of the week, suggesting a forced rote learned knowledge. But she quickly shifts to her core identity. I am Indian, very brown, born in Malabar. This establishes her roots firmly. The stanza concludes with her complex linguistic reality. She speaks three languages, writes in two languages, but dreams in one, the mother tongue, the language of her deepest, most authentic emotions. Lines 7 to 12. Don't write in English, they said. English is not your mother tongue. Why not leave me alone, critics, friends, visiting cousins, every one of you? Why not let me speak in any language I like? The language I speak becomes mine. Here, Kamala Das addresses her critics directly. The society, symbolized by critics, friends, visiting cousins, challenges her choice of English. Her defiant response is the poem's powerful declaration of linguistic freedom. Why not let me speak in any language I like? The language I speak becomes mine. Here, the poet claims ownership over the tongue she chooses to voice her inner self. Lines 13 to 18. Its distortion, its queerness, all mine, mine alone. It is half English, half Indian, but funny, perhaps. But it is honest. It is as human as I am human. Don't you see? It voices my joys, my longings, my hopes. The poet defends her unique self style, embracing its distortion, its queeriness. She accepts that her language is a blend, half English, half Indian, and perhaps funny, but crucially, it is honest and as human as I am human. Her language is not just words. It is an authentic extension of her being, voicing her joys, longings, and hopes. Lines 19 to 24. And it is useful to me as cawing is to the crows or roaring to the lions. It is a speech of the mind that is here and not there, a mind that sees and hears and is aware, not the deaf, blind speech of trees in storm or monsoon clouds or rain. The poet here equates her need to express herself with the most natural sounds of animal world, like cawing is to crows or roaring to the lions. Here, she illustrates that language is a natural instinctive tool for her, symbolizing awareness and intellect. She rejects the deaf, blind speech of trees in storm, refusing to submit to an unnatural forced silence. Lines 25 to 30. I was child and later they told me I grew. But I became tall. My limbs swelled and one or two places sprouted hair. When I asked for love, not knowing what else to ask, for he drew a youth of 16 into the bedroom and closed the door. Here, the poem transitions into her personal life, describing the biological change from childhood to womanhood with frankness. She asks for love, but the subsequent lines suggest a moment of her early sexual exploitation in the bedroom by an older male figure. This moment represents the vulnerability of a young woman entering a patriarchal world. Lines 31 to 36. He did not beat me, but my sad woman body felt so beaten. The weight of my breast and womb crushed me. I shrank pitifully. Then I wore a shirt and my brother's trousers, cut my hair short, and ignored my womanliness. Though there was no physical violence here, the poet feels her sad body felt so beaten. The weight of her developing female form, her breast and womb, became a crushing burden. This emotional trauma leads to a dramatic act of gender rebellion. She wears her brother's trousers and cuts her hair, attempting to ignore her womanliness and escape the pain associated with her gender. Lines 37 to 42. Dress in saris. Be girl, be wife, they said. Be embroiderer, be cook. Be a quarreler with servants. Fit in. Oh, belong, cried the categorizers. Don't sit on walls or peep in through lace-strapped windows. Here, the poet expresses the society's voice enters again, dictating the traditional female roles. Dress in saris, be girl, be wife, be embroiderer, be a cook. This key instruction is fit in. Oh, belong, cried the categorizers. She is warned against peeping in through our lace draped windows, symbolizing the social restriction and scrutiny placed on women who dare to look outside the defiant domestic boundaries. Lines 43 to 48. Be Amy or be Kamala, or better still, be Madhavi Kuti. It is time to choose a name or role. Don't play pretending games. Don't cry embarrassingly loud when jilted in love. This section highlights the identity crisis imposed upon her. She is given multiple names: Kamala, Amy, Madhavi Kuti, forcing her to choose a name or role. Society also dictates her emotional conduct, warning her don't cry embarrassingly aloud when jilted in love, promoting emotional control and suppressing natural expression. Lines 49 to 54. I met a man, loved him. Call him not by any name. He is every man who wants a woman, just as I am every woman who seeks love. In him, the hungry haste of rivers. Here the poet focus shifts to love and desire. The man she meets is universal. Every man who wants a woman, just as she is every woman who seeks love. This broadens the poem from a personal confession to a statement about universal human longing. She describes the human's desire as the hungry haste of rivers, symbolizing his active, rushing passion. Lines 55 to 59. In me, the ocean's tireless waiting. Who are you? I ask each and every one. The answer is I am the I. It is I who drink lonely nights in silence. In contrast to the river's haste, the woman's desire is the ocean's tireless waiting, deep, vast, and patient. The poem culminates in the ultimate quest for self. She asks everyone, who are you? And provides the revolutionary answer, I am the I. This is the final resolute assertion of self-identity, finding strength even while she drinks lonely nights in silence. This line-by-line reading illuminates how Kamala Das transformed personal experience into a powerful political and feminist declaration. Thank you for joining this exploration of her timeless poem. We have tracked Kamala Das' journey word by word. To fully appreciate her genius, join us up in the next video as we explore the powerful poetic device that makes this poem so unforgettable. Thank you.